Hello, friends. I've got some info, some updates that I think you might like. Shout out to Valerie Peña. Check her channel out. She thinks so. She's got a little bit of info there for you. My info that I have for you today is things that I've been doing lately, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. So I want to share. I do my sharing. I do my sharing is caring. Makes me feel better about my life. Makes me feel like less of a piece of shit. Recently went over and helped a buddy move. So that was outside of myself, doing something for someone else. Not just anyone. This is someone that I've known for years, so I extended myself to his family to relieve some of the massive amounts of energy drain that was happening to them, because they had to get out. So it was a situation for them. So if you've watched some of my previous videos, you know that I go over cause and effect and reasons for depression, probable reasons, possible reasons for depression, actual root reasons, things you were born with, trauma, electrolytes, mainly. So, in regards to the electrolytes, if you want any information on that, just check out my previous videos. Usually in the title, it'll have something that says something about tips for depression or whatever. I usually go over those in those videos. Forgive me if it's not narrowed down or it completely direct to a video or whatever. It's kind of scattered around a little bit. It's kind of put together. So lately, I'm always looking for some kind of diuretic or whatever, because using certain diuretics such as alcohol or caffeine, coffee, and all that, it's something that you just gets on top of you. It's not really a wonderful diuretic. And this shows where people with mental health lives go to cocaine, they go to methamphetamines, and those drugs also have to do with your mental state, and it also has to do with a diuretic effect. It does have to do with your mineral content in your body. Something I've done in the past is I've taken in apple cider vinegar, and now recently I'm taking in apple cider vinegar again. And one thing that it does is it clears out your body. And this is in my opinion, a big tip for anyone's health. And I myself, if someone said, hey, this can have such an impact on you, and they said, yeah, apple cider vinegar, I'd say, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Some vinegar? No, seriously, I'm conveying to you that it has a massive impact on clearing out the nasty stuff in the body. I won't even go into all the things that it's clearing out of the body. Just know that basically some things that they call so-called calcification of the body, deposits in the liver, deposits in the entire body, stuff that's not in your bloodstream, stuff that's been stored in your body that's collecting. Have you ever walked around and noticed that people look puffy? They look like they're carrying around a lot of garbage in their bodies. The more you deplete your body of this nasty stuff, the less extra baggage you're hanging on to. And one of the things I was reading about recently was apple cider vinegar. One of the pluses was fat loss. Okay. Well, if you know anything about the fat cells, they have tiny blood vessels going to them. So keep that in mind. So if you're clearing out your body, you have improved cardiovascular system, improved brain function, improved heart function, any organ function. So this is my main tip for today. And I think it's a reasonably good one for any age. So I usually take in the Bragg's, whatever you can get your hands on. It'll say unfiltered with the mother. The mother is it's a fermentation process thing. It's still in there. It's just brown stuff at the bottom. You can read more on that. And then the couple brands you have at the store, you have the Heinz or whatever. Just if you can pick up one, just grab the Bragg's, and then it's usually about $5 or $6 for a good sized bottle. That'll last you probably about a month. So if you take too much of it in, it'll burn in the back of your throat. And so it's diluting it. I usually put it just in my ice water. So just the same as it says on the bottle, about a tablespoon a day will keep you nice and healthy. I'd go with that. It's about a tablespoon a day. I don't measure it. I just pour it into it. It's about a tablespoon. Now on the front end, I'll take in more of that just because I'm really needing that. And then it catches up, and it really does. It depletes your body of some minerals because of the acidity. So you'll know when you've taken too much in. Not to be alarmed. You'll read about how it messes up your teeth and all that. Not really. You just dilute it. If it's something that bothers you, just use a straw. The things that mess up your teeth are the phosphoric acid. That's what messes up your teeth. That's what ruins your teeth and your bones. So that's phosphoric acid. That's inside of beefaroni, Kraft macaroni and cheese, Coca-Cola. It's just Coca-Cola's phosphoric acid, Kraft macaroni and cheese. That's phosphor something. It's not coming to mind right now. You'll see it on the back. Triphosphates. That's what it is. Or something phosphates. It's still phosphoric acid. That's what's fucking up your teeth. Not so much diluted tablespoon in a full glass of water, or juice, apple juice, or inside of your smoothie juice, or whatever, any kind of liquid. Know for yourself. Think for yourself. Know for yourself. Go about a month doing that. Let me know how you feel. Let me know in the comments if it did anything for you. It's a magnificent, wonderful thing for any age. And if you're reserved about it, if it's gonna mess you up or any of that stuff, they take it from apples, they ferment the apples, and then they have the alcoholic liquid, and then they put a bacteria in there. The bacteria breaks it down, the alcohols, and then you have vinegar. So it's not a processed vinegar, the same as the dressings and all that stuff. That has sulfites in it. And that's what's going to clog up your sinuses and give you an allergy effect. And then you can take Benadryl and all that, and it's not doing anything. That's because it's not actually seasonal allergies, it's the sulfites. So there's a big, huge, massive tip right there. You want to clear up your allergies? Stop taking in sulfites. Check it out. Wikipedia, look at the sources of sulfites. Generally, it's vinegar or wine or something that, because sulfites can be in from something that's, from grapes, or just check out the information. There's a lot on that. That's a big tip right there. Allergies. Allergy-like symptoms. Other than that, current mood, reasonable. Not away from depression, not away from mood swings. I have noticed, though, I've noticed for myself, I'm not going to go into it really, just basically check out these things that can clear out your body. It's the more information I'll say on it, the more it's probably just going to make you not want to bother with it. Because you gotta experience these things for yourself. If everyone tells you everything, your mind's already going to be made up for you. You gotta be able to experience something for yourself. And just know that it's the things that I'm telling you about right now are just things to just eliminate, or something really simple that you can get off the counter. It's not a drug or anything. So, I think there was something else I was going to say too about life in general. It's been kind of bleak in human land as far as communication goes. People basically just wide to receive. People ready to take. Two-faced. I can talk about that infinitely. It's just what I'm noticing. And it's sad. And it hurts my heart. And it makes me think, what kind of a human being am I if I share so much and I care, and then also apathetic a lot of times with zero anything in my heart? So what kind of person am I if I do all those things, and then I notice some things that I do are a genuine thing, and I know that those things will probably never come in return to me, or if it does, it'll just be extremely rare. And this is why I say that, vulnerability is what keeps friends around. The more you've got something going for you, whenever you've got envy, you've got bitterness, you've got, because you got to keep in mind that a lot of times the reason people keep you around for anything is usually for something that has something to do with for them, and not necessarily with really in the core of your being. That genuine reason is I know that if I do this for this person, that's going to make me feel better. And like when I helped my buddy move, he said, "Do you want me to buy you lunch or something like that?" I said, "No, no, 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 no. I didn't come over here to give you a hand just so you'd buy me some lunch. I mean, I can go get my own fucking lunch. I don't need you to buy me lunch." This is the exchange between people. I'd like to think that if I was ever in a situation, that I'd maybe have one person that'd say, "Hey man, I'm here for you," or whatever, something like that. Yeah, there's always the give and take, as my father used to always let me know. Give and take, give and take. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about community, culture? How do you feel inside about what kind of person you are? Do you feel, as you age, do you feel that you're getting more bitter about things? Do you feel that life experiences just make you realize more about humanity in a whole, and how just basically genuine actions or whatever don't really seem to be going around too much? How do you feel about your family connections? How do you feel about the obligations or your relationship with people that are tied together? Because I've noticed that mental health people are usually on the outside. They're usually not the golden one, the golden boy or the golden girl. Well, the best to everyone out there. If you're all doing pretty good for yourselves, great. That's wonderful. If you're taking care of yourselves, that's great. That's wonderful. If you're hating yourself and you're destructive and you're doing things to yourself that are destructive, it's a pit, of course. Alcohol, drugs, self-harm. It's a pit. It's gonna make tomorrow more gray. That's how it is for me. If I go pick up more booze, I'm making tomorrow more gray. If I think in my mind that so-and-so's a piece of shit and this and this and this, tomorrow's just gonna be gray. So I've got to consciously say to myself that there's better things. There are better things. And it's much better for myself to go toward a remedy, such as the ones I've shared with you here, looking for the remedy, knowing what I can do for myself. Because there's not going to be a doctor that's going to do that for me. There's not going to be a shrink that's going to do that for me. It's not going to be anyone that's going to gain off of my detriment. No one's going to do shit for me. Unless maybe I'm bleeding out to death. And maybe even then, if they just let me bleed out to death, maybe they're doing something for me. Thank you. Just let me die. Let me just get on with this, where I'm going anyways. Depression, as I said, is still there, and awfully, one of the absolute worst things is when I wake up, and the first thing that comes to my mind is that I want to die, and I fucking hate that, bad, real bad, because I think to myself that when that happens, it's as if it's not even myself going over it. It's just automatic. I wake up, I don't want to be alive. And then 30 minutes later, I'm sitting there doing something, brushing my teeth or whatever. I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, That's pitiful, man. That's pitiful. I had crap dreams all night, and then I wake up to that, and then shit. Shit. And then on some days I'll wake up, and I'll actually be laughing about something. I'll think about something random from a long time ago, and I'll just be laughing. What a twisted situation that is. It's like you get to wake up to whatever roller coaster ride you're on. And anyone with mood swings is gonna know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, and all you do is deal with depression, or you're just okay, you can just go on through your day, or you're just depressed and kind of sad about something, that'd be shitty as well. That'd suck as well. In any degree of any kind of mental health, shitty, absolutely shitty. And people that are having hallucinations or hearing things or all that, my heart goes out to them and makes me think even more so. Say, hang on. This goes even further and further. You know, depression can get on top of you, and it does even for little kids. Taking their lives and such. 13 years old, 14 years old. You know, depression can come on, and it can come on hard, and it can come on fast, and it can just ruin someone to where they just are not going to live the rest of that day out. So if that's happening for you right now, I'm here. You can always reach out to me. We can discuss some things. And there's other people on this YouTube that will do the same. I don't doubt it. And I've noticed a lot of people on here are hesitant about doing anything on this site because they think that people are going to attack them, or they are nervous about saying anything in the comments, making a video, saying anything, getting anywhere. That's basically it. They just think that someone's going to come at them. And I'll tell you, out of my however many videos I have on here, I don't remember how many so far. It's over 50, 60, I don't remember. And I think it's been about 2 years that I've been doing this. Thousands of comments I've made, with very little coming back at me, basically, truthfully. Not one time out of all that time have I ever had one person say anything at all. That is my point. It's just nothing. No one gives a shit about us. Even your malicious, predatorial people, they're going upwards. They're shooting out their crap towards people that are going up, and the wonderful people and whatever. And mental health people, no one gives a fucking shit about us at all. So take that info as I've put it, and just know you're okay. You're okay to come out here, and you're okay to say just about anything that's on your mind, because the only people that are going to watch these videos are us. That's it. That's it. So hop on, make your own videos, talk about some things. To give you a couple pointers real quick if you're thinking about it. One, the mental health videos, if there's a video that's done over and over and over again, is the info. The information videos. Gotta sneeze. So the videos where they say, what is BPD? 1, it's this. 2, it's that. Well, there's a million of those. There doesn't need to be another one. And interestingly, after they make those videos and no one watches it, they don't make any more because they didn't get enough attention or whatever, or their numbers didn't go up, so they didn't get the dopamine or whatever. You get the most out of the mental health thing by interacting, by making the videos and talking with other people, and then you get to know other people on them, and then they go away, and then there's new faces, and then they go away, and then in perpetuity. And if you keep doing it, at least your face is still around, huh? So have yourself a lovely day, and I'll see you real soon, as soon as I come back.